What I mean, now we are approaching 30s. I mean, we are above 30 already lah. Not approaching. So, what's your plan? I mean, is it post Pop Shuvit, or you want still produce with Pop Shuvit, or you want to do some different kind of job venture later?
It's an interesting time now for, I guess, everyone, and but personally I think no matter what, the band is still together. We're still doing stuff together. Even though the most recent album was out in 2012, which actually just last year only, that's our 6th album already. But this year we are focusing on another different direction lah. You see, we have this collaboration project band that we did with other artists from Southeast Asia. Project EAR. EAR stands for East Asian Revolution. So that one takes the music to a very, very different direction from what Pop Shuvit is about. This one, because Project EAR consists of members from Thailand, Philippines, Indonesia, Singapore, right? So we have a band, Slapshot, from the Philippines. They are a metal band. So they're metal, right? Full on metal. And on the other side, you have from Thailand, you have Dandy, who is a solo MC, hip hop artist, and also Titanium is also another very big hip hop group over from Thailand. So you have everything from all the way from hip hop to like metal, combining and collaborating in one project. So that is our direction this year. We've already written and recorded and mastered the album. It's going to be released really, really soon. I think they're finalizing the covers right now. So anytime soon, they will release lah. Dia tunggu election ni.
Oh, tunggu election.
Wait for election
tengok
lah.
Siapa menang lah.
I see. Either after election or before election lah.
Okay. So basically, it's a kind of compilation lah, is it?
It's not a compilation. It's a totally new project. So what this allows us to is allows everyone who's from their different background to do something different. Alright. So first of all, artistically, we want to do something different lah. So in this album, it's a lot of elements of. It's still very mixed, very rojak. We love to do rojak style. So you have things like dubstep, electronica, a lot more electronic and synth and sample based stuff. But you still have like one or two songs which have a bit of a rock element, Linkin Parkish kind of a element to it lah. So
basically, you have like 4 bands in one album.
The core group is like 3 groups. But from if the bigger family is actually about 6 or 7 groups and bands lah. And some are groups, some are individuals. So they're all within the larger family. But in the core group, there's 3 of us.
Do you playing together or just record a different?
This is the very interesting part. So what we did was, because everyone is in a different country, we've tried collaborating on some our first 2 songs. Our first big collaboration was Mara Bahaya, but we did our own version. So, and that was very, very big in all over Southeast Asia. So what we learned from doing that is when everyone sort of did their own recording in their own place, everyone would take their own sweet time to finish their parts, and then they will have to send the file over. And if something is wrong, I have to email them and say, no, I don't like this. Can you change this? Can you try that? Then you have to wait for like another few weeks for the changes to come back. So that kind of process took really long. If you want to do an album that way, I think 2 years, 2-3 years also cannot finish up. So what we did was, everyone just looked in our schedule and just decided that the only way we're going to make this work is if all of us get together in one place and write the songs and record the basic tracks there and then. So what happened was we have a very good friend in Bali who is actually the owner of Macbeth, the Macbeth shoes, Macbeth footwear. So besides running the Macbeth company, he also owns and operates kind of a resort in Uluwatu, Bali. So this is in the southern part of Bali Island, which is overlooking the sea, the Indian Ocean, with the cliffs. It has the best view in the world. So yeah, so it's a nice villa. So what happened is that we all decided to book a week, just 1 whole week. We booked 1 week. Actually, he sponsored us 1 week there, and what we did was we brought some of my computers over, some of the equipment. Basically, we took half the studio over to Bali, Indonesia, set up in the villa, and previously we already had some rough ideas of the song arrangement. So there and then, with no distractions, everyone was totally fully focused on the songwriting and recording. We finished at least 7 or 8 songs within that way. Yeah. So what happened was, you wake up, have your breakfast. Literally after your breakfast, we already sat down and start working and writing. Everyone would just listen to the beat and write their parts, write their lyrics and ideas, tweak the music, and then when somebody's ready to go, we set up a vocal booth in one of the bedrooms. Yeah, we set up the mic. All we take is the beds. We take the mattress, become a vocal booth. Yeah.
So why since we have your own studio, why not use your place to record? It's more proper.
I think everyone needed to have a place which was really, really sort of different. We wanted a totally different vibe to it. We can always, of course, do it back in the studio, but logistically, it would have been so much easier to just do it here in KL, But in terms of the vibe and the feeling, it would not have been. You can't find a better place than that place. It's such peaceful, it's such a beautiful place. The sun, the sea.
So basically, it's a lot of people, one group we have for.
So yeah, we had about not everyone went. It's like not all the band members went. So, like from our side, a lot of stuff music we done was actually just programmed, not the live drums and all that. With live drums and some of the guitars, we did it back over later. See?
Mostly just
vocals, but mostly vocals and the basic arrangements.
So basically you are the main producer,
in this, no, not really. We worked with a lot of different people. Some of the beats, 3 or 4 of the beats came from a producer from New York that we work with. So there's a connection that we have. So he also flew over all the way from New York. That's the reason why we did it there, because so it's a place for everyone who vacations. Doesn't feel like work. It feels like a vacation and a holiday. Yeah, and it was seriously doing this kind of thing is just very fruitful. We managed to finish on average 2 songs a day. That means we will start in the morning, and by evening dinner time we will have finished 1 song, everything, arrangement, and almost 90% of vocals. Then we'll start again after dinner, and until, don't know, maybe whatever time it takes, 3, 4 a.m. in the morning.
You will, you will be singing again. You have your own song to sing.
Why?
See, you are in a way, you are lead vocalist of Pop Shuvit so lah. So you have your own full length song to.
In the case of Project AR, not really. I don't take the I don't shine too much because the main 3 vocalists that we have is Moods from us, Dandy from Thailand, and Jamir from Slapshot. So he's the lead vocalist of the band Slapshot from Philippines lah. And he's a pretty good singer, and I love his voice also. So and you can hear his voice. He does all the Filipino Tagalog parts in the different songs, and he's got a fantastic rock voice. So we write the songs to cater for these 3 guys lah. Senang kerja for me. In this project EAR, it's a lot easier. It's like okay, just lepak only, chill. I don't have to do so much work.
So is it Mara Bahaya included?
Huh?
Mara Bahaya?
Yeah, it's included in the album. It is.
You mean the previous version or
the Project EAR version? Because we did a different version. Malaysia one, there was a Malaysia version, so we did another version on our own.
Basically, the song is still the main song lah, the theme song lah.
Yeah, still is lah. That's kind of the anthem for us lah. Yeah. So that is our direction lah this year.
So in a way, Pop Shuvit is still breathing lah. I mean, they're still go on.
Yeah, because the rhythm section is Pop Shuvit.
Rhythm section is Pop Shuvit.
Drummer, bassist, guitarist is the same people.
You mean the position is still Pop Shuvit?
Yeah,
So, okay, post Pop Shuvit lah. This is I don't know whether this is personal. I mean, since you told me you want to do some music course.
Right. Yeah.
Is it you want to off record or what?
No, you can.
Okay.
If you can probably start talking about it.
Actually, I'm really interested, and I have intention to go to your class pun kalau if I possible lah. I mean, I love learning all this engineering stuff in music. So how about that? What's your plan?
Well, it's actually quite challenging, interesting and challenging times. I've always been interested and passionate not just about the creating side of things, but also the educating lah. Every time I work with a band and I record or produce an album for them, it's not just a recording, but it's also always a learning experience for the band, for the musicians, for the members of the band. When they start and they come out, they will have learned a lot of things. It's not just about making the music, it's about learning how the different processes, how the business works, how do we do it, certain things and the strategies lah. So when they learn that sort of stuff, when they come in and do a record with me, it's not just that, they get a lot of value, so to speak. Okay. So this one I've sort of copied this idea lah from quite a well-known US engineer who did this similar thing. So what I plan to do is I'm going to call it the Direct Access Masterclass. It's called Direct Access.
You have the name?
Yeah. Alright. Actually, the name also copier lah. Okay, off record.
Okay.
Yeah. But it makes sense. Direct access meaning I'm going to open this to practically anyone, although it's mainly geared towards people who want to be engineers and producers. But it's basically open to anyone who wants to have direct access to a whole production of a record, right from the recording aspect. So what this allows is that we're going to pick a band. I'm going to pick a band with a good song, and we're going to have during those sessions, the people who want to attend are going to be there, and it'll be like a hands-on, step-by-step kind of a thing. explaining what I do and just demonstrating and getting them involved lah, straight away lah, so they can see for themselves what the methods, and instead of just an observer, I want it to be a thing where it's interactive. They get involved with we'll give everyone a little bit of a job to do, a little bit of some responsibilities, like pasang the cable, pasang the mic or stuff like that. Help out like that.
So the essence is about.
It's a training
It's a training
It's training
I think it's so much better than most music course that like
lecture
seminar,
kind of thing.
Some kind of that.
Yeah.
So it's hands-on.
So it's both. It's a combination of lecture and also training hands-on training
But in one session cannot have so many people lah. Yeah.
Again, it depends. We have to figure it out. We can have. It's possible to have maybe 10 people realistically, without being too other. I think 10 to 12 is probably the max number that I can fit comfortably, because I will consider my studio size. So I think 10 or 12 is possible.
So is it the band who will be recorded? I mean, they're okay with this. I mean,
so yeah.
I mean, how's the band?
Great. So this is where I probably would need your help or your involvement in, because the way that this program was done by this engineer over in the US, he actually went through a sort of an audition and selection process. So what he did was he got bands to submit their demos, their songs, all right. And I think the very important criteria for this the direct access course though is that firstly we want to pick the best and the most suitable song. So generally we want something which is a very accessible genre. We don't want to do, I'm sorry, but we have to rule out stuff like progressive metal or stuff like that, or I guess it mainly will have to be within a pop rock kind of a genre, so it's easy to demonstrate all the techniques and strategies, and approach. So pop rock, something that's pop rock, and then secondly the band will have to really have worked out their arrangements and their parts really, because there's no really time, there's not much time to be sitting down with the band and reworking and rewriting their arrangements and stuff like that. That's why I want to go through a vetting process to pick one, and firstly the band's got to be really prepared and good musicians, because if we're going to do this kind of thing and then the drummer takes like forever to finish the drum, you're keeping 10 people. And then the band also must be very open to this, because they're letting people in. There will be outside people. They will be comfortable with outsiders observing their recording. Some people are very shy and very nervous when you have people watching like that.
Are these musicians, they are like your client, or
it can be anybody. I'm opening it to anyone.
You pay them or free, or
they get a free recording.
I mean, they
so,
pay you as usual lah.
No.
Oh no. I mean,
that's the thing. They will get their recording produced and recorded for free.
I see.
You see, for free. But because the cost and everything will be covered from the participants lah. So they essentially, that's what they get. They get a free recording.
So how can I help lah? I feel very humble lah. You
I don't know. You got a good platform to help spread the word through your website and your social media thing you're going on in is quite effective. So I guess maybe you get the bands to send in and submit the same thing like how you're doing it, the vocal thingy, but this time it's involving the bands lah. So it's a kind of two-part thing. So the winner gets a free recording lah, to be utilized and integrated into this program.
So this one official, I mean,
for me, I'm dead serious about doing it. Yeah, definitely dead serious about doing it.
Okay, that's all lah. So thank you, JD from Pop Shuvit. All the best, and let's have lunch.